Hello guys and welcome back to Beardchanics Garage. Today we are going to talk about some of the boring side of owning an Audi S3 and its cost. You know, the things that always scare people when it comes to buying a car, especially if you're getting like slightly more, well, Audi is already a lot more expensive than if you are going to go for a Ford or a Vauxhall, and obviously slightly performance car too. Yes, I'm still going to the Audi dealer. As you know, we'll go through some of the recent costs I've had with them on some of the past, and I continue to go to them because they are not really any more expensive than other people have used, and they actually do like bits and bobs that I appreciate, and often will like sort out things that I forgot to mention, which I always forgot to mention something. But yeah, so basically the car went in here. So the car is 5 years old. It went in for a service and an inspection. Service-wise, apart from changing the fluids, there isn't really much filter to change. The cabin filter doesn't really need it. The oil filter is obviously racing line 1. So nothing to do there, but they've checked everything on stuff, on reporting my bits of tires that are missing and stuff like that, which I am well aware of. But anyway, and they've got like a care package subscription thing, so which is what I did to basically pay for the service this time, which, considering with the filter and stuff, I probably paid more. For the value I got, because there was no filter to change, so that's probably included in the price. But yeah, I think it was only like 20 quid a month for a couple of years from between the last service and this one. So you can split the cost, if you know what I mean, which is quite manageable. On the first service they've actually done, so yeah, I think that might have been like the 2 or 3 year service or something like that. And they did at the same time the front disc and front pad, and that was just around 600 quid, which also was okay, and the MOT at the same time. So yeah, no, that was okay. So this time, if you just look, for example, at brake disc on the brake pad for the rear, so brake disc 75 quid each, and brake pad 72 quid each, which it's rather correct. After, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for the car, just unfortunately for my wallet, they've actually looked into solving the coolant issue I had, which I totally forgot to mention, but I was aware of. Never had massive coolant stain underneath the car, but I often had to basically put coolant back in it. And yeah, that was basically the water pump. So that was quoted all together at 1200 quid. So yeah, you pay your service monthly, you think, at least on the day it'll be nice and cheap, but nope, it wasn't. But they do, if you end up in a situation like that, to start with, you don't have to do it. In theory, you can wait, just avoid using the car and save up until you can afford it, or they actually have a 0% interest. It's bumper, it's a service, I think it's a third party they use, blah blah blah. But yeah, so you can split the cost up to over 9 months interest free. So again, sometimes it's not the best way to do it, but sometimes it means you can stretch and still afford to be able to handle and keep your nice car. I know many people who ended up in a position, they bought a nice car, unfortunately there wasn't anything set up when there was a big job to do that they couldn't afford, and had to sell the car. And when you sell your car broken, it's never good for the cash. Yeah, so I know sometimes dealers get a lot of crap, but I have to say at least my local Audi dealers are nice. After, it's always nice to see, to hear when you pick up your car that, the guys in the shop loved it. Appreciate it, guys, if some of you are watching. But yeah, no, cost-wise, frankly, obviously, it might be cheaper than like cheap mechanic around the corner you can find, but at the same time, I've used many mechanics with all of the project I've got. My Corvette has been to many mechanics, many who claim to have experience in Chevy, many who claim to be like electrical specialists on this, on that, on few £1,000 later, on 3 years later, on the car is still not running, some basic work that could have been done that is not electrical related, that could have been charged to me, wasn't even done, yet my car was there on, at least my local Audi dealer advisor is always lovely. You can pop in there, always friendly. Actually wash your car and stuff. You know, but you know me, I don't really care. But I mean, if you do care, most people who buy an Audi S3 want to keep the interior and keep it nice and stuff like that. So you do have that extra care, and to be honest, it's not, to some extent, it's even a shame they don't have tuning service from manufacturer because, realistically, nobody else than Audi could tune this to like the best it could be. But, personally, I don't find, so, that's, I mean, if you don't take into account the water pump, after, I don't know, mine is just over 35,000 miles, quite early to have the water pump, but mine is running over 500 brake horsepower and has been ripped quite a bit. So, it's not normal condition either. I'm hoping, a stock Audi, the pump doesn't go at 35,000 miles because obviously it's quite an expensive repair. But again, take the warranty package. I didn't do it because I thought I'm just going to be like the modified road. So at some point they might, not even take it in anymore. I should have done. So yeah, if you've got the warranty and you can extend it, just do it. But again, you still need to be able to, if beep hits the fan, you still need to be able to spare a few hundred quids, couple of £100 a month in case you've got like something big to repair. After fuel cost wise, I've done some episodes about miles per gallon, and that was already a stage 2, so if you keep it stock, you will do slightly better. Mine stock, the best I got out of it in eco mode on the motorway was 32 miles per gallon, which is, it's not great, but you're still driving a 4-cylinder, 300 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. They claim 4.5, but the fastest do them in 4.2 seconds stock. So, you've got to balance things, you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I mean, that just, I just got back from the inspection and I had the cost, so I thought I'll share my experience of it, the cost of it. I'm aware, guys, lately, videos output hasn't been great. Some personal matter to take in. I'm actually going to Croatia on holidays for like first family holidays in like 3 years since COVID and all that stuff. So, but what I'll do is I'm going to try to do some car spotting and maybe do an episode on that. See what what they're into over there. What kind of car culture I can grab from being over there. I've started a couple of episodes with Tourat as well. I just haven't been able to pop to the workshop to access a welder to actually, roof rack is coming basically, and I've got a ladder for it as well. I just need to roast it. I mean, so it's getting there. S3 wise, I don't have much money, guys, at the moment, so until that is sorted, I'm basically going to keep cracking on with weight reduction. There's a bunch of brackets like this one is really annoying me. There's one next to the pedal as well, it's really annoying me. So there's brackets that I know for sure I won't need to like mount the radiator in the back and all that jazz, that I'm going to get rid of. More weight drop. Until I've got the final harness and the harness are mounted properly, I think I'm going to keep the airbag. I have put those guys back on. It's, you know, I need a sun stripper or some stuff like that, but without them I hate sunglasses, so yeah, without them it's a bit of a nightmare to drive. And yeah, I'm going, yeah, I need to make room in the garage again because I empty my partner garage, and then I've got tons of cardboard and can basically start really want to basically start designing the custom white body kit for this baby. But anyway guys, it's been a while, so I just wanted to do a video. Plus, if you've got an S3 or thinking of getting one, you've got a rough idea of, you know, cost that can occur, and if you can afford it, you know, just get one. Oh, it's just I think it's been like close to 3 years on, you know, I just still love it so much. No regret at all. Yeah. Anyway, if you like the video, give us a like. If you don't like it, give us a dislike. But I mean, you know, it's just as easy to just go watch something else. And yeah, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.